I'm like, my actual boyfriend set me up to get robbed.
I can tell by the way you in love with me. You can get enough of me, yeah. Well, I guess it's looking like you stuck with me, 'cause I...
Do I look insane right now? Yes. Are we about to fix that? Also yes. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Yeah, I really don't know what this video is going to entail. Like, I just literally turned on the camera and was like, let me record. I think it's gonna be like a chit chat, get ready with me type vibe while I put y'all in my business a little bit. I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of makeup. Like, I wear makeup, but I don't wear makeup, so it's really just gonna be a little quick 1-2. But yeah, so I just wanted to get into it. So I posted this video the other day on, well, I was about to say Institute. What is that? Instagram, YouTube, hybrid? Anyway, I posted, I guess TikTok would be considered like Institute. Anyway, I posted this little video on TikTok. Insert video. And the girls were just on my head. They were on my neck. They were calling me a fatherless child and just everything except a child of God. And I was like, oh my gosh, y'all took this little 7-second video and just came to whatever conclusion you wanted to. Like, yeah, that's I guess usually how that works, but it was just funny because that's never happened to me. Like, I've never gotten that much backlash, but strangely enough, it didn't bother me. I was just laughing at the comments like, y'all are really ill. Like, y'all really ill. A lot of other people were saying that, oh girl, we need a story time. Like, you need to give us a story time. We need the backstory. We want to hear what's going on. How did this happen? So that's what we're going to do today. I'm sorry if I'm looking everywhere. I have like 3 mirrors, 3 views of myself in my face. I have the viewfinder, I have my vanity mirror right here, and then I have just a regular mirror. So my eyes are all over the place. Disclaimer. But yeah, so the girls they was really on my ass. Like, all the comments, huh? Cause now I need a story time. Please, story time. We ride at dawn. I would ask if you cool, but I know you're not. Girl, what the fuck? Yeah, these are funny. But listen, this is the one that got me, because like, you really just drew all types of conclusions. This girl said, I don't need the details. This is why men think they can do anything to women, because there's always a woman that will accept their behavior. Huh? Like, what are you talking about? You don't know me. You don't know him. You don't know the situation. What the f are you talking about? Zip it. Somebody said fathers are important. Like, baby, I have a father. Had one all my life. Like, I've never been a fatherless child. Sorry if you can't relate. You know what? That's mean. I mean, I really am sorry if you can't relate, because fathers are great. Like, my father is wonderful. He's awesome. That's my main man, my little bald head homie. I look just like him. But anyway, let's just get into the video. So let me start by taking these off. So if you are new here, which most likely you are, because I don't really have a lot of subscribers right now. Anyway, if you are new here, my name is Miranda Jai. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Your girl is trying to get to 1,000 followers. Yeah. Yeah, that's my goal. I just want to hit 1K. After that, I was about to tell a lie. I was about to say I don't really care, but that's a lie. But my main goal is I want to hit 1K. That's all. That's it. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, my name is Miranda Jai. I am new here. Well, am I new? No, I'm not new. I'm newly consistent. So I am newly consistent on YouTube. So I am posting more regularly. But yeah, so enough about that. Let's just get into the meat and potatoes. So this story is about how my ex-boyfriend set me up to get robbed. Yeah, straight like that. And it's like, it's so crazy because it's like, this man really set me up to get robbed. Like, my boyfriend, not just some random nigga off the street. Like, this is my man. My man. He set me up to get robbed. Like, that don't even sound right. Well, so anyway, let's start from the beginning, shall we? So, okay, so one night, me and one of my homegirls, we went out. You know how I go. Young and turned in your 20s. We went out to the club. I think I had to be like, was I 21? I had to be 21 because I was drinking. So I think I might have been 22. I was either 21 or 22. But yeah, so we went out one night, had us a good old time, grand old time. I ended up driving that night. We stayed around the corner from each other. None of this stuff is really relevant to the story, but I'm just setting the scene, giving you a backstory, you know, a build up. So yeah, we went out that night, and I ended up meeting said boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend. We'll call him, I almost said his real name because his real name is so damn generic. We'll call him Tony. So I ended up meeting Tony that night that we went out. I met him at the gas station, actually, after the night had wrapped. So yeah, I met him at the gas station, gave him my phone number, whoop, whoop, whoop. We started talking. We actually started talking. It happened so fast. Like, we started talking, and then by like 2 weeks after, we was like hanging out. We was at each other's house. Like, you would think I known this man for years. Mistake one, I guess. But yeah, he was just so cool. I don't know, we just had a vibe. So yeah, we used to hang out all the time. He was at my house, I was at his house, and that was my man. So this one day in particular, because back then I used to work, my work schedule was 1:30 to 10 p.m. So whenever I'm getting ready to go to work, or whenever I leave to go to work, you gotta go too. Like, I don't know about you, but when I leave, you leave. Like, ain't nobody staying in my house when I'm not there. Bye. So I was getting ready for work. This one night he had, what am I saying? This one night in particular, he had stayed over, and I was getting ready for work. And so I was in the back getting dressed or whatever, and he was up front doing God knows whatever, because I wasn't monitoring him, because this is my man. Like, I somewhat trust, like, I don't really fully trust anybody, but I had enough trust to not like be following your every move. So he was up front doing whatever he was doing, and I was in the back getting dressed, getting ready for work. So I don't know what happened, but I ended up coming out of my room, and I saw him standing by my sliding glass door, because I had like the apartment was like an open concept. Like, when you walk in the front door, let me remember how this apartment was set up. When you walk in the front door, the living room is off to the left, and the dining room is directly in front of you. The kitchen is off to the right, and then there's a hallway that leads to the other 2 bedrooms and the bathrooms and all that stuff. So when I came down the hallway out of my bathroom, I see him standing off in the dining room, like in front of my sliding door. And I'm just like, what you doing? Like, I didn't really think too much of it, but I did think enough to ask, like, what are you doing? Because that was, I guess, unusual behavior. Like, I don't know, maybe that's what flagged me. Anyway, I was like, what you doing? And he was like, oh no, I'm just looking, because I never looked over here. Like, something he said, like, I never looked over here, I never paid attention to this door or whatever. I don't know what he said, but it was along the lines of, oh, I was just looking. So I'm like, okay, cool. So pardon the breaks and stuff. I'm trying to remember as I go of like what happened, because I don't want to forget, like, miss any important details. So I'm trying to remember and collect my thoughts as I go. Also, while doing my makeup, like, it's a lot going on right now. Like, the girls be making these chit chat videos, and I'm like, how? Because I can't talk and walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. Like, But anyway, so I was just like, okay, whatever. So I finished getting ready for work, and then we walked out the door like we normally do. I locked up the door, and I went to my car, he went to his. But in the apartments that I live in, there's like a big gate that you have to call in. Like if somebody is coming to see me, they'll press my number or whatever, and then it'll call my phone, and I would let them in through my phone. So once you get out of the gate, ain't no coming back in unless I let you back in. So I watched him leave and go out of the gate. Like, y'all, I'm so ridiculous. But anyway, I watched him leave out of the gate and turn and go down the street or whatever. So at that point, I turned my car off and went back in the house and made sure, like, I went back to that sliding door to make sure that it was locked, because I don't know, my spidey senses were tingling. So I went back in there and I made sure that the door was locked. What I did not do, however, because there is a piece of wood, like, so it's a sliding glass door, but there used to be a piece of wood like in the frame, like the door frame. So when that wood is there, the door cannot slide at all, like it is stuck. So I did not make sure that that wood was there, because I'm not thinking that he moved the wood. Probably shouldn't have said that. That's gonna give away something. I mean, but at this point, y'all already know what the story is about. Like, it's in the title. I said it in the beginning, so whatever. But I did not check to see if that wood was in place. So I just made sure that the door was locked, and then I went and made sure that, of course, my front door was locked, because I always lock that. There was no back door. It was just the front door and the sliding glass door in the dining room. So yeah, made sure that was locked, and then I went on my merry little way and went to work. So did my whole shift at work. Like I said, I got off at 10 o'clock at night. So by the time I get home, it's probably like maybe like 10:20. Where's my brush? So by the time I get home every night, it's usually like between 10:20 and 10:30. So I get home this night, and you know, not thinking anything, it's a normal night. I walk into my apartment, and the first thing I see, because like I said, as soon as you walk in, it's like the first thing you see is the dining room. That's like the focal point, and then the living room is off to the left. So as soon as I open the door, my eyes are in the dining room, and the first thing I see are like muddy footprints, like coming from the sliding glass door. It was only a few, because I was gonna say it was, well, yeah, it was a trail. It was like from the glass door, from the sliding door down the hallway. And so I look and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I know, like, my floor wasn't, well, actually, let me back up. The first thing I noticed was dirt on the floor. I didn't even notice that they were footprints at first. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why is my floor so dirty? Because I know that my floor wasn't dirty when I left. So I noticed dirt on the floor, and I'm like, what the hell? And so as I get a little bit closer, like I take a few steps closer, I realize that there are footprints, and I'm like, wait a minute, is somebody in here? So I'm not thinking, because I've never been in this situation. Like, I've never been robbed, I've never been in a burglary or anything like that. So girl, common sense is just gone at this point. So I'm just walking, or either I'm fearless, like, I don't know, ignorant, fearless, whatever you want to call it. I continue to walk because I'm like, wait, is somebody in here? So I'm walking, no gun, no knife, no weapon, just vibes and Jesus. I'm walking down the hallway, and I'm just like looking, peeking, and seeing if anybody is in here. I don't know what made me think to do that, or not think, actually. I don't know what made me do that, but that's what happened. So I'm just walking down the hallway. I go to my bedroom, and I'm just looking everywhere to make sure there's nobody in there. Like, what was you gonna do if it was somebody in there and you don't have a weapon first? Like, oh child. Anyway, I'm just walking through the apartment, making sure that nobody is in there. So when I determine that nobody's in there, that's when it clicks. I'm like, damn, somebody robbed me. So I'm looking to see at that point what's missing. So I go back down the hallway, I go back into the living room, and I notice that my big screen TV is missing. So I'm like, oh my God, somebody robbed me. So my TV is missing, and then I go back to my bedroom, my laptop is missing. I think that's all I had at that point. Cause girl, this was my first appointment. This was my first apartment, so I was a little bit poor, but I was like, oh my God, somebody robbed me. So my first instinct, again, I don't know why, my first instinct was to call my man. So I call him and I'm like, somebody broke into my apartment, somebody robbed me, somebody came in here and stole my stuff. And he like, it's funny now, but it wasn't funny then, because now I'm thinking like all the stupid things I did. But anyway, I'm like, somebody robbed me, somebody broke into my apartment. He like, what you calling me for? Call the police. And I'm like, oh yeah, duh. So I hang up with him and I call the police, and they send a patrol car out there or whatever. And I'm talking to the police. At this point, I'm starting to like, I don't know, I guess at first I was in shock because I was like numb. Like I was just walking around seeing what was going, and just, I don't know, I was in shock. But then by the time the police got there and started doing his little report, I guess it started to sink in. And at this point I started crying. Like when I'm trying to tell him what's going on, like I started crying because I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh my God, somebody robbed me. I live alone. Like I'm scared to be here. I don't want to, like, let me out this lease. I'm out of here. So the police is just trying to comfort me. He's just like, oh, it'll be okay. You know, just saying stuff. And so my boyfriend called me back and he's like, what's going on? What did they say? And so I'm telling him what the police is telling me as he's telling me, again, talking to the ops. Talking to the ops, not even knowing, not even realizing what's going on. And so yeah, I'm just telling him everything that the police is telling me. And then I'm like, can you come over here? Because I'm scared. Like, can you come over here and stay the night with me? This man tell me, what did he say? He said something along the lines of, nah, I gotta study tonight. Or I'm trying to remember what exactly he said. But basically he told me no. He was like, I got this paper due. I don't know, something he said regarding school as to the reason why he couldn't come over and spend the night. And I'm like, you had school all these other times and you came over and spent the night. And so at this point I'm mad. Like I hung up because what are we talking about? Like you didn't give me what I want to hear, so bye. So I hang up on him, hang up on you, not in the mood. And I call my homegirl and I'm like, girl, somebody broke into my apartment. Can I stay at your house tonight? Because I really don't want to be here. And she like, yeah, for sure. So I packed my little bag or whatever to go to her house. The police and all, they're still here. I think they left when or they left right before I left. No, they left with me because I wasn't about to let them leave. I'm like, y'all need to stay here because I don't know, I'm scared. So I packed my bag or whatever, and the police, wait, where am I now? So I hung up on him. I called my homegirl. I was like, can I come to your house? And she was like, yeah. And then what happened? Oh, so then he called me back. Like after I hung up on him, he called me back. Maybe like, the police was still there. So it had to be like within 10 or 15 minutes. And he was like, you know what? I'm tripping. Yeah, I will come over there. And at this point I'm mad. I'm like, no, don't even worry about it. I don't want you to come over here now. I'm gonna go to my homegirl house. Like, don't even worry about it. So hung up on him again. And then at that point the police was talking to me and he was like finishing up his report or whatever. And he was like, well, it looks like the point of entry is this sliding glass door right here. And when he said that, something clicked in me. And I'm like, wait. Because when he said that, I looked down. It's like as soon as he was saying that, I looked down and noticed that that wood block was not there. And the only way you could have removed that wood block was from the inside, because my front door was still locked and everything, like the top lock, everything, when I came home. So I'm like, the only way you could remove that block, this is my mind, the only way you could remove that block is from the inside. And I'm like, you know what, it's pretty pretty suspicious that the same day that he was around that sliding glass door is the same day that I get broken into. Like, at this point, like, the thoughts start clicking, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then my TV is gone. He knew I had the TV, obviously. My laptop is gone. He knew I had the laptop, but my iPad was still there. He didn't know I had an iPad. I had recently got an iPad, and for whatever reason, I couldn't tell you to this day, the iPad was under my bed. I don't know what made me put it under there, but the iPad was under my bed. The iPad was still there. So in my mind, I'm thinking if it was a burglary, like, they would have been looking everywhere trying to, like, get anything they can get, but they didn't look under my bed. Like, the cover wasn't over the bed. It was clearly just out there. Had you just looked under the bed, you would have saw the Apple box, but the iPad was still there. So at this point, I'm like, did this man set me up to get robbed? I'm like, my actual boyfriend set me up to get robbed? That don't even sound right. So I'm just thinking and thinking and thinking. The whole ride to my homegirl house, I'm just thinking. Just thinking about replaying every little minute of that day, like everything that happened. And the more I'm thinking, the more and more pissed off I'm getting. So I ended up blocking him because I'm like, this nigga set me up to get robbed. Like, you can't convince me otherwise. There's too many coincidences. The same day that you around my back door is the same day I get broken into. The same 2 devices that you knew that I had are the pieces that get stolen. The one that you didn't know I had is the one that ironically is still in the house. I'm just like, none of this is adding up. None of this is making sense to me. So in my head, you're public enemy number 1. Like, you're the main suspect. So yeah, blocked him and never talked to him again for like probably like a year, I want to say, or maybe like 2 years, almost 2 years, I don't know. But the next time I saw him was so that was the end of that. I blocked him, never talked to him again, and I moved out of that apartment like the end of that month. This happened, I don't even know when this happened, but I know I moved out within 30 days. Like, I broke my lease and I got the hell out of there, which they ended up charging me for breaking the lease, and it was just a whole ordeal. But I was like, I'm not staying here. Like, I'm a single woman. I live by myself. Like, no. So got up out of there, found me a new apartment, got me a new man. Totally irrelevant. But yeah, got me a new apartment, got me a new boyfriend. At this point, I'm suspicious of everybody. So, like, I don't know. And one night I'm out again and I see him. I seen his little short ass. I saw him there, and mind you, this man been blowing up my phone for like the past year and some change. Like, I blocked him, but you know, on iPhones, whenever, I don't know if this still is the case, but whenever you get a new phone, you have to go back in and re-block everybody that was on your block list. At least back then, that's how it was. So I remember this one time in particular, I got a new phone and I forgot to add him back to the block list because I'm not thinking about you anymore. But apparently he's still thinking about me. So he called me and I had forgotten the number and everything. So I answered the phone. I'm like, hello. And he just started talking. I'm like, who the hell is this? And he was like, oh, this is Tony. And I'm like, like, what you call me? Blah, 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 blah. And so, yeah, ended up blocking him. And then shortly after that is when I saw him out at the club, and he called me again. I think I had a new phone again, because how did he keep getting unblocked? I know I was not unblocking him. So how did he keep reaching me? Like, he called me. He used to call me all the time. He sent me a friend request on Facebook. He sent me a follow request on Instagram. Like, this man was on my ass. And I'm like, bro, why? Like, I never to this day. You know what? I think I did tell him that I think he broke into my house. I think I did end up telling him at one point. Because at first, I'm kind of the type of person that I am. I'm low-key non-confrontational unless, like, well, I try not to be confrontational. But, I mean, if you want to go there, we can go there. But that's not my first instinct. So my first instinct is to remove myself. Like, I'm going to block you. I'm going to get on. But if you press the issue, then it's up, like, because you gonna get what you looking for. So he like he kept calling me, he kept like sending me requests. So finally when I saw him out in person, that's when I like let that mouth rip. I was like, what did I say? I was like, I don't ever want to talk to you. You set me up to get robbed. You had all my shit stolen, blah blah. And he just like, whoa, what? And I do remember him saying, you really think I set you up? Like, you think that I had something to do with that? And I'm just like, yeah, all the evidence, like all the clues point to you. Like, that shit is hella, that's a hella of a coincidence that everything happened the way it happened. And he was like, why would I, like, that don't even make no sense. And I did not have any proof. Like, I didn't have any solid proof that he did it. So I can't really be like, I know without a shadow of a doubt that you did this. But come on, like, all the clues are there. Like, all the signs point to you. So in my mind, you did it. You're guilty. Like, I don't have any concrete evidence, so I can't really say for certain that you did that, but I'm like 99.9% sure. So yeah, I don't know, I just ever since then I had bad vibes, and I didn't want to be bothered by him. But so yeah, that's when I said, that's why I posted that I still talk to him, because I did talk to him a couple of times after that happened, but not the way that people took it. Like, they were saying like, oh, this man set you up to get robbed and he was still your man. No, that's not what happened. I cut him off completely that night, and I didn't talk to him for like at least a year and a half to 2 years. And at that point, like, I had replaced all my stuff. Like, I had a new boyfriend, new apartment, replaced all my stuff. Like, I didn't care anymore. I had a new car. I had all new everything. Like, it's up. Like, yeah, you stole all my stuff. Well, you really stole a TV and a laptop, because I ain't have stuff. Like, I didn't have nothing back then for you to steal. But yeah, so you stole my TV and my laptop. Okay, good for you. But it's nothing else that we need to talk about. Not only did you steal my shit, but when I told you to come to my house, well, I think you stole my shit, I don't know. Not only did I think that you stole my stuff, but when I told you to come over my house because I was scared because somebody had robbed me, you ain't even want to come at first. So like, yeah, get lost, loser. There's nothing that we need to talk about ever again in life. So that's why I kept him blocked. He's still blocked to this day, because I still have the same number from back then, and he would just like periodically call my number just out of nowhere, and I'm like, bro, why? Move on. Like, it's been 5 years. Leave me alone. Like, you got a new girlfriend, you got a baby on the way, like, you got stuff going on. Why are you still calling me? That's your guilty ass conscience. Like, that's why you keep calling me, because you know you guilty, and you know I know you guilty. I just can't prove that you guilty. So that's why you keep calling me. Like, you trying to play in my face at this point, and that's just gonna piss me off and make me spaz out. So I'm not even gonna put myself in that environment, because I like my freedom. I like my freedom, and I like my life. So I ain't trying to go to jail for you. So yeah, like I was saying, I ain't trying to go to jail for unaliving your ass. So just leave me alone. And that was the last time I talked to him. That was probably like, my son wasn't even born yet. So that was at least 5 years ago. But still, to this day, this man sends me Facebook requests. He just sent me a Facebook request actually not too long ago, which even made me remember this whole ordeal. And I was like, you know what? This would be a good ass story time. So yeah, I'm telling the girls. And I just realized I didn't tell y'all any of the stuff that I use. I didn't really use a lot of stuff, but I just used the NARS concealer for my under eye. And then I used this Charlotte Tilbury setting, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. That's what I sprayed on the brush when I did my under eyes. And then I went and set it with this Laura Mercier translucent powder. But I mixed the translucent powder with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in Hazelnut. I mixed these two together because I like this consistency, but I like this color. I don't like the Fenty powder on its own because it's drying as hell. But I love the color. So I mix them together. But yeah, What else did I use? Oh, the blush I used was NARS. I got a lot of NARS stuff. Y'all need to hit your girl up. But anyway, the blush I used was this NARS Lovejoy. I got that from TJ Maxx actually for $12.99. And then what else did I use? Oh, the Sephora Micro Smooth powder to go over everything. And then now I'm about to set it with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Wait, did I do everything? Concealer, blush. Yeah, that's all I do. But yeah, I kind of suck at storytelling. As you can see, I feel like, I don't know, I hope I did it good enough. Like, I'll see when I look back and I'm editing, but I mean, I hit the major points. Like, y'all get the gist of what happened. And yeah, like, I have so many crazy stories that I could tell you guys about me and dudes. Not a lot of dudes, because I don't, wait, that kind of sounded a little hoe. Like, I'm not a whore, never been, but I have had a lot of like experience with dudes. Like, I be around men all the time. I don't actively, like, I don't sleep with them, but I be around a lot of dudes. Like, I've dated a lot of dudes, because I get the ick really, really fast. Like, you could do one thing and it'll completely turn me off, and I'm like, next. Like, I get the ick so fast, it's ridiculous. Like, that's probably why I'm single now. That is why I'm single now. I get the ick so fast. Like, I be disgusted by these men. And it's like, girl, how are you ever gonna get married? How are you ever gonna settle down and start a family if they disgust you so bad? I don't know. These are questions only God can answer, because I cannot. I've been trying, and I don't know, girl. I don't know the answer. Like, I don't know. If I knew the answer, I wouldn't be single. So, yeah. But yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up. How y'all feel about that? Do y'all have any boos? Are y'all single like me? I don't think well, actually I have. My son's father, with the exception of him, I've never had a Valentine. So this is nothing new for me. Like, I had him. He was my Valentine for 5 years. But outside of that, it's just been me. It's just been me, baby. Where's my flat iron? Oh, it's just been me, baby. But yeah, like I said, I have a lot of crazy stories about me and dudes. Like, I got my boyfriend. Like, my experiences with men have been trash. Like, pure trash. And I don't know if, like, the dating pool is just trash, or if I just have trash taste in men, or a combination. I don't know. Like, it's like I pick the worst ones, and I be like, ooh, send me that one. And it's like, girl, no. Like, I remember I had this one guy that had me. So it was me and 2 other girls that he was dealing with. I don't know if he was dealing with them at the same time. Girl, anyway, it was me and 2 other girls that he was dealing with, all riding together in the same car to the club. Talk about crazy. That's some crazy shit. Like, you got 3 girls that you done dealt with, all riding together in the same car on the way to the club. Like, you gotta feel like the man. I need some dry shampoo. This is greasy as hell. But yeah, so I had that. I remember one time I was at this was my actual boyfriend. I was at my boyfriend's house, and this man left me in the middle of the night in his bed. Like, I'm knocked out. He left me in the middle of the night. I woke up, he was gone. And y'all want to know where he went? With some other woman. He went with his baby mama. Never saw him again from that day to this one. I mean, he called me, of course, but there's nothing to talk about, bro. When you left, consider me dead. Like, because that's the last time you was ever gonna see me. So yeah, that. What else? Some crazy stuff that happened to me. Oh, I remember one time my ex-boyfriend. I've only had, like, I haven't had a lot of boyfriends. I probably had like 5 boyfriends in my whole life, and every single one of them have been trash. But my college boyfriend, I remember I found out that he had a baby when he posted it on Facebook. I'm like, bro, what the? Like, we in a whole relationship and I found out that you got a baby. The baby was like 9 months at that point, mind you. Like, you got a big ass baby from Facebook? That's crazy. What else crazy happened? Oh, I remember one time I'm with my homegirl. She's trying to set me up with this one guy. Come to find out, she done messed with the guy before. And they out there like, we're on a double date, and they get into it. Like, they started arguing. She cussing him out, and I'm like, weren't you just trying to hook me up with this man? What you mean you done messed with him before? And clearly y'all still got some feelings, because why is y'all out here fighting? It was so awkward. I never talked to either one of them after that. I don't even know if she knows that that's why I stopped talking to her, but girl, that's why I stopped talking to you. Because what you mean? I just feel like that was weird. That's weird. That's very weird. So yeah, stop talking to her. Like, it's just been crazy stuff. Like, my life. Like, people, I don't know. Because I'm such a good-spirited person, I guess. Like, people be thinking they can play with me, but you can't. Like, I will literally disappear. Because it's never like too bad to where I gotta beat your ass. But like 9 times out of 10, like, I would disappear. You will never hear from me again. Like, I would literally be a ghost. And y'all will be like, damn, what happened to Miranda? Baby, who? That person doesn't exist anymore. That person actually never existed. That was a figment of your imagination. Like, I am the cut you off queen. And I used to be like, you know what? That's a bad way to be. But now I'm like, no. That's how I protect my peace. Is like, I will, is this my track? Girl, good thing you coming out tomorrow, because we don't play them games. But yeah, that's literally how I protect my peace. I disappear. Because you ain't about to play with me. You ain't about to play in my face. None of that. Because if I stay around you, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna want to beat your ass. And I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to get myself in trouble when I don't have, like, when it's not necessary. So rather than getting into it, I'll remove myself. That's my first instinct, is to remove myself all the time. Now, if you keep bringing it to me, you're gonna get what you're looking for. But my first instinct all the time is to remove myself. Like, that's my very first instinct. Baby, trying to finesse an old hairdo is a skill. It's very much a skill. I need a hard brush for this, because that ain't gonna do it. Yeah, this gotta go. It's greasy and it's flat. But anyway, yeah, that's the end of this video. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I mean, I do, but I feel like we've chatted enough for today, at least. So yeah, let me go and put my outfit on, get myself cute, and I'm gonna show y'all my outfit, because I did say it's to get ready with me, although we didn't really do much. But yeah, let me go and get me an outfit together, and I'm gonna come back and show you guys, and then that'll be that. All right, y'all, so we are back in my beauty room, content room, child, I don't know what I want to call it, but we back here in the room where I keep all my cutesy things. And let me show you the outfit, hold on, or what I have so far. Okay, so this is what I have so far. It's just very basic. I just have on all black. First of all, I did not know that I was black shoe deficient until I went looking for some black shoes. So I need me some more like flat plain black shoes, because girl, I don't have any. But anyway, I just have on this little sweater that I got from Amazon. I'll show y'all the full fit in a minute. And then this all black set that I got from Shein. Okay, so I had to back y'all all the way up in order to see. But yeah, this is the sweater. The sweater came from, like I said, Amazon. Yeah, the sweater came from Amazon. Like I said, I wanted to wear like a green set under here because this green, like I thought that would be cute to pull out the green, but I can't find my green shirt to the set, the skim set that I wanted to wear, so black it is. Black is my comfort color anyway. But yeah, so for the bag we're gonna do this because it's got a lot of yellow in it, or maybe not that much, but anyway, it's got yellow. So we're gonna wear this yellow bag. And then for scent, it's this scent that I got from Lush that I've been loving. I've been wearing it down this past week. Okay, Bob, what we bobbing? Anyway, it's this scent that I've been wearing down this past week, and it smells so good. But I think I want to do something different today, so I'm gonna wear this Jo Malone because it's red and I have on red. It's the Scarlet Poppy. I think we're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna do this today. Because I never wear this, and this was a very nice gift, so we're gonna start using it. It smells so good, so we're gonna do that. You know what, that's kind of giving me Tom Ford cherry, what's it called, cherry, Lost Cherry, which, oh, you know what, I got a dupe for that. I don't have to use my real one. Ambery Cherry from Dossier is the dupe. Yeah, let's layer that. I smell delicious. So yeah, but no, I'm gonna leave my Lost Cherry alone because that's for special occasions, and I ain't really going nowhere too major to be wearing no Tom Ford. So I'm about to switch my purse over. I'm about to put everything in this little number right here, and then yeah, that's it. That's the video, guys. Should I wear this closed or open? Don't mind my ring light, like she just wants some attention. Should I wear this closed or open? Closed is giving like schoolgirl. I kind of like that. But open, let me see with the bag. Nah, open for sure, because if it's closed, let me see, maybe one button. Let's see, one button. Oh, that's cute too. Yeah, okay, let's do one button. One button, crossbody. Okay, this is cute. I need a necklace. This is cute. But anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I was just chit-chatting, literally rambling at some points, but you know, we're all friends, so that's okay. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like, thumbs up. What is it called on YouTube? A like. Give me a like and hit that subscribe button. Get your girl to 1K, please. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please help me out. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one.